Right, Doug. So here, this is kind of a neat look here from, this is a swing you made about 10 swings ago. You see how much different that club face looks at the top. On our left tonight, the swing on the right is from January 19th of 2011, a year and a half ago. Now you see again, as you start down, the club head on the left here as we look at it from tonight is much more ready to be used on that downswing than on the right. On the right it's already kind of squared up, so you can't really release it as much on the downswing. You see a lot more of the face on the right from January of last year, whereas tonight it looks like the butter knife turned sideways there where you can't see the face. And then right there. So that's why it feels so different, because it is so different. And then the main thing that kind of got us into this was talking about the driver, being able to get that driver more in play, and will take longer too. So there's starting out tonight versus that. See how the club face looks so different there than that. Now that toe of the club's pointed much more down on the new blue there. And then starting out tonight again, that very first one you hit was this one on the left, and that was a kind of that weak push slice that only carried about 190 yards, whereas some of these I'm sure were carrying at least 210 or 215 because they were over that red flag green. And again, like I'm saying, if they're straighter, they're going even a little farther in the air. And that's where we started. This is you trying to get it on plane better, which you did nicely. And again, that's eliminating, really, we didn't see anything go weak right tonight at all. And this is this nice look here, where your head was turned sideways because you came more from inside. Whereas here your head's kind of straight on the ball. Where here you can see the left side of your face on the new blue. And that right shoulder is lower. And then in the next frame or two, right here, your right shoulder is lower on the on-plane swing on our left, the new blue. Yeah. Your left shoulder's higher on the new blue, your left shoulder's lower at this point on the old gold. So right there, that's very significant. And see how your head is still kind of tilted, canted down on the new blue. All those things are indicative, yeah, of you being on plane better from the down the line camera angle. And again, feeling those wrists working can really add a lot of zip to the ball. Alright? And then tee it with that same tee that you had. I think that's good. I don't think you needed any higher than that. Those black ones I had, again, were too high. But the ones you have, I think, are a good height. And then just make sure it's not backpitch down. It definitely can. Keep it lower, creates more backspin. We want less backspin, generally speaking. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag. that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.